Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Building Geonosis. In this episode we are going to focus on the Droid factory. We're gonna try to put in this second conveyor belt, work on this conveyor belt and also work on this really cool platform area. Last episode we installed some lights and it still looks really cool to see them. We have 4 lights left, so one will be for the Droid factory, one will be for above the catacombs and 2 will be on the top part. But for now, let's get right into this week's episode of Building Geonosis. The first thing I did in this episode was making a really cool railing design for the walkway up against the wall. I'm really happy with how this looks so far, especially with those lights. Like, looks really good and definitely something you would see in a factory. The next thing I did was putting some plates on the balcony area in the catacombs. I didn't really like the plain, boring snot look. I mean, it looked alright, but it didn't really look detailed. So I made a little sort of platform with plates and put it on there. It looks much better now and it feels way more finished. Lastly, I started playing with some wall designs for the upper pathway. I'm really happy with how these ones turned out. I'm pretty sure that I'll go for the left one. That one looks the best in my opinion. But yeah, I'll put some source material on screen right now so you guys can see. But I'm basically trying to recreate those wall details. Hi guys, little update time. You guys just saw this in the footage. This really cool railing design. It looks really separatist-like and something that you would see in a Droid factory. So I'm really happy with this railing design. Let me also put on the lights. Really cool. I changed one light a bit. I think I moved this one a bit to this side, or maybe this one a bit to that side. Don't really know for certain, but I moved one light to make it more symmetrical, and this is what it looks like. Really cool already, really happy. I'm missing one big window piece, this type of window piece, so I'll have to order that or search for another one for here. I also made this look a bit more pretty and more Geonosis like. I felt like the just flat snot wasn't that beautiful, so I'm happy that I changed this up. I'm also now working on this here. This is something that I built to hide this light switch in. I'll be hiding it here, behind here. And here I want a conveyor belt that carries droids in the air like this. And yeah, this conveyor belt will go from this point just to the end of the base plate. So that's something that I'm building right now, building the main structure where those droids will come out. I'm also thinking about making a door here, a sliding door or something, so I could still touch the battery box if needed. But yeah, this is what it looks like already and I'm pretty happy with this. So yeah guys, let's continue building, I guess. I started working on that conveyor belt that needs to be up in the air, and like, I'm really happy with how this looks so far. I think I got the design pretty good. I'm really happy with it, and yeah, it looks really good. You can hang droids on it, and I'm pretty sure that the end result with all those droids on there will look really, really cool. This is the sort of end product of that conveyor belt. Still need to make it way longer, but this is what I have so far and I'm really happy with this. The next thing I'm going to do is make some sort of door design. Don't know for sure that I'll keep this design. It's pretty simple, but it does the job really well. I installed the door in the little door opening I made and also hang the conveyor belt on it. Looks really good in my opinion. Still we'll have to find a way to connect the conveyor belt to the ceiling, but that won't be a problem at all, I think. I also decided to work on a third conveyor belt. Like you guys can see, I also did some flooring around the conveyor belt because it's something that we still need to do, and yeah, I started with that. But yeah, the third conveyor belt will work together with the first big one we made. I'm thinking about a conveyor belt for the droid heads maybe, so that conveyor belt could supply our bigger conveyor belt where the droids will be on. Back with another update. I finished this little conveyor belt. Like, I'm really happy with how this looks really cool. So yeah, these baskets will be carrying droid heads, like you guys can see, and yeah, it goes around here, and this machine that I'll build here will pick up the droid heads and put it on the droid, and this machine here will probably make it work, I guess. Connect it with some sort of mechanic, but yeah, this is what it looks like. Really clean, really happy with how this looks. Really clean edges. Yeah, just overall really happy with this little part. So yeah, we made quite some progress already. Let's continue. The last thing I did was trying to find a way to fill in that area next to the new conveyor belt for the droid heads, and I thought, why not do some shelves for maybe broken down droid parts or something. So yeah, I made some shelves, and I'm really happy with how this area is turning out. Of course, one shelf wasn't enough, so I started to make a second one, a bit smaller but still same design. Lastly, I also put some slopes against the wall, as well as installing the last shelf. This area looks really good right now, and the slopes against the wall will help blend the droid factory with that wall a bit more together, I guess. So guys, this is where I'm going to wrap up this week's episode of Building Geonosis. We made quite some progress, made this really cool conveyor belt up in the air with this really cool sort of door design. Pretty simple, but it looks really good in my opinion. Next episode I'll extend this a bit more. I have the parts for it, but there isn't really a purpose in extending it right now. So we'll do that in a future episode. Then we made this really cool section here with those storage shelves. We did some flooring and made another conveyor belt. This one will supply droid heads to this bigger conveyor belt right here. So yeah, really happy with how that looks. I also made this really cool railing design on this big balcony area. Really happy with this. Looks really good, especially with those lights. Let me turn them on for a second. yeah, it's daylight, so you can't really see it that well, but really happy with how this looks. Yeah, the droid factory is definitely turning out really good. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed, definitely leave a like, subscribe, comment, do all that sort of stuff. It would mean a lot, and believe me, guys, you don't want to miss this really cool Geonosis mock. It's starting to look really well, like the Catacomb area with this big wall, this awesome looking balcony area, and then on the other side the droid factory. So yeah, hopefully next episode I'll get those parts in so we can finish off this whole big wall and work a bit more on the droid factory itself. So yeah, next episode will be fun. Yeah, that's like everything that I wanted to say. So yeah, guys, definitely subscribe, you don't want to miss this, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Building Geonosis. Bye bye, guys.